So I messaged this girl yesterday, and she texted me. Who this girl at? It's this girl that I met up at the 777 market, and I asked her if she wanted my phone number. What kind of girl she is? She was a light-skinned black girl, probably like, she said she was 26 years old, but she had a 7-year-old kid. 7-year-old, she had the kid at 19, and she looked like she was like 22. Man, she was fine. Yeah, I didn't see her ass, but she was gorgeous. So I said to her, I used the reverse negative close. I said, you don't want to get my phone number, do you? She was on a date with someone. Who was she on a date with? I don't know. I didn't ask, but she was on some kind of a date. She said, we'll see how it goes. All right, so then what happened? So I said, you don't want to get my phone number, do you? Right? I asked it in the negative, and she said, go ahead, take my number. I pulled out my phone, my janky ass Obama phone. It's a nice phone. Thank you, President Obama. You don't need to be thanking no President Obama. He ain't in the office no more. Yeah, but he's still president. I don't need to hear about that. Keep going with the story. All right, so I took out my phone. I texted her from my number. I texted her Boo, which is my rap name. As you already covered that. Stop telling all these stories. Just tell us what happened after that. So then she texted me back the next minute, hey, H-E-Y. And then when I got home, I texted her, man, I'm going to tell you the thread. Listen, Lawanda, I'm going to tell you what the fuck this woman said, all right? I'm going to pull this shit up. All right, where is she? All right, so the thing opened, Boo, at 23:42. What do you mean 23:42? It's 11:42 p.m. I'm not a fucking zombie. I use 24-hour time, okay? All right, man, you say 11:42 p.m. That's what everybody else in this country be saying. You trying to walk around talking on your 24-hour time. You don't need to use that 24. I do use 24-hour time. All right, I'm using 24-hour time. So at 23:42, I texted her. This is on Sunday night. Boo. She goes at 23:43. She goes, hey. Okay. Then at 0:53, what does it? Just Lawanda. I'm using 24-hour time. Trust me, the people who understand 24-hour time are gonna listen to this. All right, keep going. So then I said, hey, what's up, Amber? How's that date? That was at 0:53. So that was what? An hour and 10 minutes later. The next morning, 08:30, she says, hey, Boo, LOL, when you want to, space question mark. So I had that text, and I could have replied and say, hey, come over tonight. I want to see you. I got a new pad in Mid-City. You saying too much already? I know, you're right, Lawanda. I know. That's part of the fucking problem here. So then what I did was I decided to do the fucking cool guy thing and delay my response as if I'm pretending to be unavailable, right? Cool, I'm not going to reply immediately kind of game. And I waited until 14:16. That's 2:16 p.m. All right, fine. You got that 24-hour time. 2:16. Yeah, all right, 2:16. So then I texted her a fucking message that I dictated. I said, hey, what's up, gorgeous? I was on the bus. You on the bus? Yeah, I was on the bus. I said, hey, what's up, gorgeous? I didn't say it like that. That's how you would say it. I know they all know that you playing two different roles. Listen, Boo, honky man, just tell the fucking story, all right? All right. So I said, hey, what's up, gorgeous? I hope you're having a real good day. You said real? Like you said it like you did the fucked up grammar. You didn't say, I hope you're having a really good day. Yeah, I said, I hope you're having a real good day. I'm out in the field right now, but I'll be back home by around 8. See, I used the 12-hour time. All right, that's cool. You playing it cool. She ain't going to know if you said, what would the 8 be in the 24 hour? It would be 2000. Yeah, she ain't going to like that 2000. I'll be back home by around 2000. What the fuck? You invading Iraq? No, I'm not. So I said, I'll be back home by around 8. Then I used the reverse negative again. I said, you don't want to come over tonight and watch Eddie Murphy Raw, question mark, right? The undercover close, the reverse, the negative close. I got a new pad on Meadowbrook between Pico and Venice, ... That was at 14:16 or 2:16, as you say. All right. And then what happened? Well, I didn't hear from her. I got out of my meeting, took the bus back to Mid-City, and I was at DMZ's. He's a chiropractor. All right, man, you don't need to tell us where you were going. Just tell us what the fuck happened with this girl. All right, so I got back home. I was super tired, and I went to sleep. What do you mean you went to sleep? I took a nap. I'm on this polyphasic sleep schedule where I sleep like 2 or 3 times a day for about 8 or 9 hours. Just whenever I'm tired, I sleep. Like, for example, right now, it's 3:30 in the morning. I just woke up. I'm Boo. All right, we all know you, Boo. Just shut the fuck up and keep telling the story. All right. So then after I woke up, 21:37, this was, what was this? Because today is now technically Wednesday, right? Yeah. So this was Monday at 21:37. I said, hey, what's up? And I had her name. I ain't going to say her name right here. All right, you don't need to say her. I said, hey, what's up, girl? Let's just call her girl. I said, hey, what's up, girl? I'm back at home. Just woke up from an incredible nap that I needed. Went full speed all day. Anyway, you ain't around. You ain't in mid-city. Man, what you doing? You trying to be black or something? You ain't black, man. You nothing but a honky in Hollywood. You trying to be black, trying to be cool with these people. You ain't Miles Davis. You ain't Eddie Murphy. You ain't Mr. Delay. Why didn't you just text her back when you got the message? I know, that's my whole problem. That's the whole thing. I forced it. I should have just been natural. I should have just said, hey, what's up? Yeah, let's come by tonight. I could have used the reverse negative in the morning. She texts me, hey, when do you want? And I could have just said, tonight. Something simple like that. Instead, I'm fucking dictating messages into, I know you dictating the message, man. You send it too much information. Bitch don't want that information. Bitch want you to give her that pipe and keep it real cool around your crib. She don't want to have you sending her long text messages with 55 lines in it. What you think you is, Kunta Kinte? Sending all the long lines? You ain't no long line message, man. You got to keep it cool and short. And you trying to play it cool with the whole thing about the delay. Like you on some other, I know, I'm talking. Just shut the fuck up and listen to me. You trying to play it all cool, like you on the delay, like you got to keep it on some reverse close, upside down, inside out shit, when all you trying to do is kick it with the girl. That's all you trying to do. And you trying to go on reverse. Where'd you get that? It don't even matter, man. You just got to slow it down, play it cool, know that you a white man. You ain't black. You don't know nothing about being black. You a white man. You a honky in Hollywood. You a white man in LA. Fine, you live in mid-city. Fine, you been homeless. Fine, you got some street credibility. And fine, you can rap. And yeah, you can rap for sure. But you can't play it like this with these girls. They ain't want to read no message with no 50 lines in it. Ain't no girl want to see that shit. They want to see it simple, they want to see it smooth, and they want to see it on time.